As part of the NDTV-Nirmal Fittest City Contest, we have 3 of the 6 competing cities in action today. And there's a cricket camp in Delhi with Virender Sehwag, football in Kolkata with Baichung Bhutia, and in Bangalore, it's Nisha Millet at a swimming session. It's time now to go across to my colleague Amitoj Singh, who in fact joins us from Delhi. He's at the cricket camp with Virender Sehwag. Amitoj, how's it going? Arjun seems to be having a lot of fun on the football field.
Well, I'm sure the football field must be a lot of fun considering they can juggle the ball around. But out here is serious cricket, you know. We're talking about spinning the ball. We're talking about driving the ball in the right way. Isn't that right, Virupaji?
Absolutely.
Okay, what we're going to talk about right now is his equation with Gautam Gambhir as a runner. Because the one thing that people talk about is a misconception, according to me, that cricket is not a sport where you require a lot of fitness. But the bottom line is that it is probably the longest sport that you're playing for in durations. 5 days for Test cricket, 3 hours for 2020s, 50-50 overs for ODIs. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You need a lot of fitness for that, to stand for 5 days, to play the game of Test cricket. So, if you're not fit, I don't think so you can play Test cricket. But you can play other sports for fun, or cricket as well. But if you want to play serious cricket, you have to be fit. You have to be fitter than others, or you have to perform well. How you will perform well? If you are fit, then you can play longer. Like the way I did, I scored triple century. Yeah. If I was not fit, then I don't think.
You scored in half the time that anyone else used to.
Yeah, because that's the ability. I think that's the talent I have, and but talent is one thing, and to convert in a performance is another thing. So a lot of people have talent, but they don't achieve what other people achieve because of their temperament, because of their fitness. I think important part is fitness.
Okay, let's talk about fitness then. We're going to just go into the net, where the net practice is actually happening right now with these boys from Modern School. You've played in this area very frequently.
Yes.
This boy and that boy were running a short while back, and we're just going to have a stroke out here right now. Oh, that's nice. That's a good cover drive, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, can you copy book? But that's not something you used to do. Your foot was here. Sometimes you do a stroke like
absolutely.
that. Okay, can you talk about the fact that how important it is to run between the wickets?
I think it's very important when you bat in the game.
Come here,
because you have to run only for 18 feet. 18 yards, because wicket is like 22 yards, and you have to run only for 18 or 16 yards. So make sure that when you run, you have to look at the ball, and you have to look at the crease also, and then you drag the bat and come back and look at your partner also, if he's ready for second run or not. And if you have eye contact with your partner, it's easier to take second run or third run. But if you are not looking at your partner, maybe you'll get run out, the way me and Gauti got out a couple of times. But we ran well in between the wickets because we look at each other, and we have most important thing, we have a trust in each other. If you trust him and he trusts you, then I don't think so you'll get out, run out. But if you don't trust, then he'll hesitate, and you'll hesitate, and you will say no, he will say yes, he will say yes, you will say no. So it's important part is that look at each other and get ready for second run if you can.
Okay. When you take a run, do you have any question for him about how to run between the wickets? Because when you hit a stroke, you have to usually go this side if you have a batsman, right? Yes. So how do you want to talk about that?
See that when I hit a shot, then as I'm a batsman, I'm a righty. So where should I run, on the right or the left?
I think
as my partner is running on the left, so I took the runner from the left also. So what were the problems?
I think when you hit the shot, doesn't matter where you hit the shot, you have to go towards right, on your right if you're a right-hander, and run towards cover side. So it's easier for you and easier for your partner, because your partner coming from your left, so he can run from left and you can go little right and run straight. But still important part is that eye contact with your partner. So if you're watching him, if he's coming in your way, still you can avoid to bang into each other. But if you're watching your partner,
and if you're strong enough because you're fit enough and you're from Delhi, then probably you'll be able to handle that bang also.
Yeah.
But there's another thing, Virupaji. You've talked about running between the wickets, but you never needed to run much. You used to just keep it.
Yeah, if you can hit boundaries, then no need to run. But still, you need fitness for that, because you have to start. You have to take the guard, and you have to stand, and you have to be very still in your stance, and then you can use your core muscles to hit the ball.
Right. Okay. You're talking about core muscles. A lot of people, for example, I'll give you an example of Ravindra Jadeja. He came into the IPL, and then there was this time when he wasn't in a position to hit many sixes. He wasn't strong enough. He came the next IPL after he missed one IPL. He had built up and he had really built up, and suddenly he was hitting these big sixes. Can you tell me the importance of actually building your muscles to hit those big sixes that you can always do?
I think in cricket, yes, you need a lot of strength work, but important is the timing. I think what he improved is his batting rather than improve his fitness. He was fit enough to hit sixes before also, but what he did, he practiced hard and he makes sure.
What is it that you yourself have done to be able to hit those big sixes?
I think important was that to watch the ball and to pick the ball early, and then you get in position to hit the ball easily. Because I think important thing is batting your bat flow. If you have a good bat flow, you can hit from the crease. But if you don't have a good bat swing, then you have to step out and hit the ball. But if you look at all the hitters, they are hitting from the crease. They are not taking step out to hit the ball because their swing is so good and they can trust their eyes, so they can hit the ball. Absolutely.
Okay. And there's something about cricket one has to agree about. There's not a lot of running required, and probably
there is.
But to the extent of football, for example, you're running for 90 minutes flat.
Yes.
But when you're talking about cricket, there's all kinds of other skills that are very important. For example, concentration, focus, like you said, watching the ball, the timing aspect of when to swing, when to not swing, the movement, the skill factor. I think that's also a part of fitness.
Yeah, because that's a part of your practice routine. Because when you, as a kid, you take this sport to play the game of cricket, and then you have to watch the ball, then you have to react to the ball, and it's important always to react to the ball rather than thinking, okay, I'll hit there and hit there. So it's important to react to the ball. If there is a ball to hit, you'll automatically go it because you are practicing every day, you are learning the sport every day, and then when you go and play the game, it's easy to react there. But if you think that you want to hit the ball, then it's difficult to hit the ball.
Okay, there you have it. That's Virender Sehwag, the fitness ambassador of Delhi, talking to us. We will be thinking about having a NDTV versus Virupaji camp right now. It's going to be an interesting battle. I'm sure that NDTV will win.
But you will not show live on the
We'll not show that on live because we don't know what's going to happen. So we'll get back to you guys. Back to you now.